Today is January 10th, 2026, and I have been doing pretty good today. But, of course, with doing pretty good, I tend to have a lot of point in times where right after I feel really good, I then feel absolutely terrible. If I ever feel like I have a pretty decent self esteem, where I like who I am, I like what I'm doing, I can almost guarantee you within 3 days after that, I will start feeling like I am a terrible human being who doesn't deserve to exist. And I know that's wrong, right? Every human being deserves to exist. But here's the thing, no matter what reasoning I have, it will always happen. It's the same with I know that doing this self care thing helps me. I know that, but I still hate doing it. It's that same kind of thing where, you know that this is wrong. You know that, you should be, you should like yourself. You know that you should be doing that stuff, but it's still, you don't. You don't do that stuff. You don't like yourself. And that's just what my life has basically always been, because growing up in a church, you are always taught that selfishness is one of the worst things that you could be. You cannot be selfish in any way, shape, or form. Other people are much more important than you are, and they are not wrong. Other people are very important. Other people are the reason we are alive today. But it also means you're not allowed to be excited for things that are just for you. And that kind of, I struggle with that a lot, because a lot of what I was taught growing up isn't true. And I've been really struggling to kind of dissect it, to figure out what is and is not true, what I do and do not believe in, because some of it I'm like, they have a point there. But some of it I'm like, that's just setting kids up to be insecure, to think that they are nothing more than just someone else's stepping place, right? So, I've been trying to figure out, what I actually believe, and it's been really hard because, as you guys may be aware, my birthday is coming up fairly soon. But I've always been taught your birthdays are about you, but you should never let anything be fully about you, because you're hogging the attention. You're that's not a nice thing to do, right? You should never have all the attention on yourself, because attention could be needed elsewhere. But it's a mix of I've been kind of trained to feel guilty for wanting attention. But then I also feel guilty when I try my best to get it off of me, because if they're showing me attention, clearly that's for a reason. But if they're showing me attention, they shouldn't be showing me attention, they should be showing someone else attention. So, again, my brain works in very roundabout kind of ways, and then it just chooses whatever the worst thing is, right? So I can be like, oh, I'm not bad at this, but then it'll focus on, you did this one singular thing wrong, so you're a terrible person. And I don't fully know what causes that to exist. I don't know if it's because I had an older sister growing up and, that's a whole thing, or, what it is, but I'm not very secure in myself. I'm not very good at knowing the difference between having confidence and being egotistical, right? Because I know that I'm not stupid, but I would not call myself smart. So, I don't know. I just get confused, because anytime I feel like I'm being confident, I feel like I'm also being egotistical. Like I'm showing off my ego. Because, yeah, I am good, but even if you are good, it's like you're never supposed to admit that you're good. And it's just so confusing to me, because you have to say that you're good, because if you say that you're not good, then people will take you seriously, but you can't say that you are good, because then people will think that you're egotistical and you're not actually that good. So I don't know how to deal with that. I'm still learning, right? I was mainly homeschooled, and I am most likely autistic, so I don't really understand people and how that works at all, or if that's just old people just putting their beliefs on young people. But that's kind of something I want to work on. I know every single one of these videos goes back to, oh, I want to work on this. Well, it's true. I do. I want to work on this. I want to make things better for myself and for those around me. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to learn how to be confident in myself without being egotistical of myself. So, I guess it's like being humble of like, yes, I am good in that way kind of a situation, but I don't know how to do that yet. So I guess that's a learning experience. Maybe I'll have the ability to do that tomorrow. I don't know. Busy day tomorrow, but who knows? I guess I will let you guys know tomorrow. See you then.